the first thing was to give it all to God. Past the 6 months, I started to say, okay, we need to think strategy, strategic, because something ain't happening fast enough. Like, the shortest is where it's at, y'all.
This day that God has given me, I'm not gonna waste this joy deep down inside me. I'm not gonna shake.
Hello, hi YouTube. What's going on, my elevated family? Hey y'all. Okay, so I know y'all done look at this title, and yes, don't be fooled. Yes, it is what it say it is. 10 million views in 90 days. Like, let's get into it. Okay, so your girl is on the run for monetization. Okay, I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm all the things, right? But one thing I know I am right now is determined. Okay, and there's something about being determined. When you get determined, the flame get up under your foot, and you got an eagerness to want more and to want better and to succeed at something. No brakes, all gas. Okay, so I'm about to take a walk. I'm in a park right now. My son is having a baseball game. I'm pushing my baby around. He was asleep in the car, so I just let him take his nap, and now that he's awake, we're going to walk for 30 minutes until my son's baseball practice is over with. But I'm going to chat with y'all off the top of my head how we're going to do this, because there's really no strategy to make this math, okay? You just got to trust God with this, because this right here is a very supernatural thing. Like, I feel it in my bones. This is all God. This ain't got nothing to do with a graph that you came up with, a schedule you come up with, none of that, because these numbers are bound to change. They don't make sense. And this type of math, baby, you ain't gonna be able to do this math. I'm sorry. So you just got to trust God's divine process, okay? Trust his process, because it's time, y'all. It's time. Let's get ready for this walk. Let's go.
It got so hot I thought I wanna die. Blood dripping from my arm, just wanna feel inside. Too afraid to open up, so I'd rather hide. Man, I'm just so grateful that I made it this far. Almost thought I had to call my mama in a cup car. Benny's everything for me.
Hey y'all, so I normally like to bring a hat because it's so hot and there's not much shade, but quickly I'm going to peep in on Jalen's practice really fast, just in the middle of the walk, but I'm gonna find a good spot, and then we're going to chat about how this is even possible. Okay, just believe me, this ain't for the soft-skinned or the weak. Like, this ain't for the fragile, and I'm gonna explain what I mean by that too.
Anything on the ground, we run. Get your lead. DJ, do that again. Hey, anything on the ground, you're going. In the air, we gotta watch and see and tag up. On the ground, we going. Go. Good job. What's wrong with your leg, bro? Your ankle hurt? Oh. Get out of there.
Oh, look at that ball.
Tag. Good job.
Okay, so I had to find some shade. All right, so first of all, I want to say, if you are a YouTuber, if you are on YouTube and you have a goal, your goals are achievable. Don't let what nobody say get you discouraged. Don't let what they say get you down. Don't let someone else's numbers or their success keep you from reaching yours. Now, why would he drop the whole cup on the ground? I'm gonna take it now. You don't want it. Okay, so I've been on YouTube for a solid year now, and I thank God that I've had the courage to do so, because I'm sure everybody can agree, when you're just starting off, when you're thinking about starting, this can be an intimidating thing for a lot of people. This takes courage, this takes grit. Okay, so I'm very proud of myself for being on here this long and just going through the motions of it, trying to figure out what's good for me, what my niche is, what my lane is, what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, what works for me, but or what don't work for me but it work for everybody else, comparing myself, playing the comparison game, you know, just all of the things, right? So being on here this long, and it's not that long because there are people that have been on here longer than me and they still have not met their goals, but I have been trying to figure out what is the best way to meet all my goals. And the first thing was to give it all to God. Give it to God. Okay? And I had to realize, if I'm doing this in His name, for His glory, to fulfill His will, then it ain't gonna be done my way. It's gonna be done in a way that I would not guess, right? So I've done shorts, I've done lives, and I've done long form content, right? And what I noticed was the long form has been my struggle. The live has been my, how can I say it? The part where I really gotta let my guards down and get out of that vulnerable shyness and just be my true self, because there's no editing. And then shorts, I could be as creative as I like to be, and I come to find out that the shorts is where it's at, y'all. I tried to be as creative as I wanted to be, come up with my own stuff, try to direct my own lane, and then I realized it works, but then it doesn't work. Like, you kind of have to put that behind you, that I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna be myself. Yes, no, be yourself, be you, but follow the right lane, if that makes sense, right? So I currently just got over 2,000 subscribers, and thank you so much if you're watching, or if you come across this and you have subscribed to my channel. I am so ecstatic. I'm just like overjoyed. I'm very grateful, because what God has put in me, I know it's going to get to who it needs to get to. I'm going to touch what I need to touch. And I want to say it's climbing too. The numbers is going by so fast, I don't even know. So the first 6 months, I was like, we're just gonna see how this go, because I really didn't even know if this was gonna be a thing for me, right? But I was prophesied 2 years ago that I would do this. Like, this was going to be a real thing for me. Not that I didn't believe it, but my faith wasn't where it needed to be. And I could have did this a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all could have done this years ago, right? But something was in the way. There was a stumbling block. There was something hindering you, and it crippled your faith to believe that you could even do it, right? But once I got past the 6 months, I started to say, okay, we need to think strategic, because something ain't happening fast enough. Like, why is this going so slow? And I remember around December, I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna give this to March, and we're gonna see what happens. So March came, and that made a year, and I got over 1,000, but I was missing the watch hours. I didn't have the 3,000 watch hours. I do now. I have over 3,000 now. Now I'm striking for 4,000, because I'm just getting that close, right? And So now I need 4,000 to go with my over 1,000 subscribers. And the long form just wasn't cutting it for me because it was taking too long for me. I'm like, is it the content that I'm giving? Is it this ain't what they want? Or is it the thumbnails? Is it the wording? Is it the this or is it the that? And I had to think about it, and I was just like, it's not going to work the same way for everybody. That's why there are two different ways to get in, because what works for them might not work for you. You might have a bomb interesting life, but who don't? You might have the bomb on point, what do you want to call it, advice, but then again, who don't, right? It's the presentation that people be looking for, right? Because you don't know what you're gonna get until you click on it. You're gonna be engaged or you're not, but what you first see is what really catch your attention, what really catches your eye. What you first hear really catch your attention, really catch your eye. And everybody is not so, I'm ready to sit down for 20 minutes and listen to somebody that I ain't never listened to before. So God bless them. So that might be something that might, hold you a little bit. So for the past week, I've been cooking, y'all. So I am subscribed to Tierra B Naturally. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know her, because I've noticed a lot of people that I'm subscribed to are subscribed to me, and they're subscribed to a lot of other content creators that I look for as to guidance or different ways of how this works, right? And she came up with a challenge that she wanted to do for herself, and it was post 100 shorts in 30 days. However, I took heed to it. I don't know if it was in the beginning of her challenge or not, and I was like, okay, she on to something. And then I saw other people doing it, and Miss Latanya, she doing it too. Latanya, she doing it too. And I realized you could do more than 3 a day. And so I just jumped in. Last Friday, I jumped in. And y'all, I kid you not, 6 days in, and I'm at, I think, like 850 subscribers. 6 days. 6 whole days and climbing. It's not stopped. It ain't stopped yet. Tomorrow will make a whole week that I have been doing this, and I realized the pudding is in the shorts. The proof of the pudding is in the shorts, y'all. It's in the shorts. It's in the shorts. And I didn't believe, like, I tried to do the math. I was like, okay, 100,000 views times 90. What is he doing? Okay, he's sticking his fingers in. He's chewing on his fingers. I thought he had something in his mouth. But okay, I was like, 1 million times divided by this and this, and I was like, this don't make sense. So the reason why I said the math ain't gonna math for you and it's not gonna look how you need it to look is because Jalen is done with his practice. Is because every video is not gonna give you the same amount of views. You're not gonna get the same amount of traction per video. So the best way and the easiest way to do it is to just no brakes, all gas. Like I'm gonna have to turn it this way. Like, you just have to just post. Okay, so I was just like, well, what if I post 10 videos in a day? I did that one day. I did about 6 or 8, and those numbers were cuckoo for some Cocoa Puffs. And then I did another one another day. I think it's today. I did at least like 10, and those numbers were very low. So it wasn't a discouraging thing. It's just because I already knew this math ain't the math that we be mathing. This some different kind of math, okay? And you need to trust God with all of your heart. Like, you gotta trust him. If he sent you to YouTube to do YouTube, and you know it in your bones that it's for you, you have to believe that he is going to get you to your success. He is going to lead you the right way. Okay? No doubt about it. He is the number one shepherd of all shepherds. He ain't gonna steer you wrong. I can promise you that. Because when I said, what? Y'all, I just looked at my my view count for the past what was it, like 10 days? It's like 10 days. I had to stop walking, I had to think. Like 10 days, it's like 700 or 800,000 views. I'm gonna post that up on here for y'all to see that too, because I'm not making it up. I'm not making this up. It's the shorts, y'all. So each month my goal is nothing shy or nothing less than 10 shorts a day. And it's so possible because I told my friend, I was just like, it only took me an hour to do like 6. And I have a whole baby I gotta take care of in the midst of it. And somebody shot me in the foot telling me some, get off of YouTube and be with your baby. Yet my baby is in the videos. My baby is with me every day, every single day. So it was kind of funny because I was like, here they come. So I've been getting the mean comments, the hateful comments, the rude comments. And that's after I had a video that got over 100,000 views. Here come all the wicked mouths. And I was just like, okay, it started. Hey, how are y'all doing? Yes?
I fished today and I got 3 hours.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, so had to get to the next destination, but I really had to get that out because while I've been busy with these shorts, y'all, I've been just having videos just pile up. I have to really go through all my stuff and get my life together. But yes,
in 2 miles, keep right toward Marietta.
I don't know if I'm gonna hear that in my video. I don't know. But I'm going to get back, focus on what I gotta do. However, I just wanted to let y'all know, back to the whole beginning of the video, 10 million views in 90 days. It is possible. I am putting myself up for the challenge. I started last Friday. So, like I said, the math is not the type of math that we're used to be mathing. So don't try to math this math. It's not going to work that way. You got to give this to the Lord. That means you got to pray about this, not idolize this, not worship this. And you just got to let God do what God going to do. And trust it. And don't put no time frame on it. I know the challenge is 90 days, right? But do you not know what type of big God can do something in 30 days? Like, let's not think little, small, and out of the box. And in some little tiny box, I mean. YouTube says 90 days. But I'm telling God, do it on the day you want to do it on. And just do it. Because I'm going to let you do you. I'm just going to record and